Damn, this thing keeps going off. I'm trying to tell my story, bro. And this is one of them. This is one of them. These things I'd never admit outside that I put these ones on when I'm inside. I'd never tell anyone, like, unless you see me like this, I'd never admit it that I'm wearing this one. Damn, some of the things I do when no one is watching is wild. Like, straight up wild, embarrassing, like, sometimes low-key healing, but damn, it's wild. Yeah. And some of these things, I'd never post them online. I'd never post them on my stories. I'd never tell anyone or admit at work that I do these things. Like, for real. Like, it's straight up wild and embarrassing, some of these things. So, I know, maybe it's just me alone. Maybe I'm the only one who does this. Maybe, I don't know. I just feel like maybe I'm the only one who do some of these things when I am alone. Like, when I'm locked up in my room, when there's no one watching, yeah, those moments, the things I do, like, it's straight up wild and embarrassing. Sometimes healing. I feel like it's sometimes heal because it helps me not to lose it in this crazy world, you know? Like, I sometimes dance, but I don't really know how to dance. I just feel like moving left and then right, jumping up, down, and then moving my legs, some movements. But it's not really a dance. When you look at it, it's like me just throwing hands and then jumping and then moving my body. There's no coordination, you know? It's just me throwing things around. When it comes to watching television, I yell at the characters like they owe me some fucking money, bro. I don't know. If I'm outside and someone says I do this, I'd never admit it. I'll be like, nah, I'm cool, man. I don't do this. No, I don't do this bullshit. But I do it. Especially when I'm watching football. It's crazy. I'm a completely different person when I'm watching football outside. Like when I'm watching football with friends, like a place, you know, I try to maintain some decorum. But for real, if I'm alone watching football, it's wild. I shout at the players. I shout at them like, bro, like they owe me, like I'm the owner, like I'm the CEO of the football team. Like, bro, fucking play the ball, bro. Fucking score, bro. Fucking win the game for me. Like my heart is out for all, like that, you know. But I'd never admit this outside. Like I do this inside always when I'm watching football. And not just football, when I'm watching a movie and someone is messing up, I'm like, yo, fucking go, bro. What are you doing, man? Those things, yeah, I do them when I'm alone. But I'd never admit it outside. And I feel like I'm the only one who does this. Maybe not just me, but I just feel like I'm the only one who does this. And you have to see what I do when I'm in front of the mirror. It's hilarious. Some of it is hilarious. Some of it low-key sad. But all of it keeps me from losing myself in this crazy world, you know? It's all part of it. Like sometimes I loosen up. I'm outside. I just lose up to feel relaxed. You know, there's a lot going on. You have to sometimes just loosen up. The only thing is I don't do it outside. I don't do it in front of a lot of people. I just lock myself up and then do some of this stuff. So if you've got your own secret habits that makes you go like, damn, I can't really tell anyone about this. Like, damn, this is straight up wild. Like, damn, this is weird, but it works. Yeah, you're not alone. So now let's roll into my first crazy, straight up wild, embarrassing habits. At least that's how I feel. So one of the things I do when I am alone or when no one is watching is I do dance a lot. And for me, dancing when I'm alone is kind of like a reset button for me. But I just feel like doing this will help me loosen up, will help me release some stress. Like it always works too. So even though it might be weird, maybe I am the only one doing it, but yes, it works for me. I loosen up a bit and then I find myself feeling okay, and then I move on to the next thing. So I usually put on some music and then I'll start vibing to it. I'll start dancing to it. Like most of the times I listen to hip hop, but if I want to loosen up, I just put on some Afro beats and then I start jumping around, dancing, like throwing my arms. I only do this when the door is locked. Now, usually when I'm at the parties or when I'm with friends where they're having a dance off competition, like people dancing, I don't usually engage. I don't usually do it. I don't usually dance along. I'm only comfortable when I'm inside, when I'm alone, and then no one is watching. I put on some music, vibe to it, jump around, throw my arms, throw hands in the air, move my body, move my hips, move around a bit. You may think I am very good at dancing because there is this stereotype that, we know how to dance. But no, maybe, I don't know, but the kind of moves I make inside, I don't think that qualifies as a good dance, because most of the times when I put on this music, when I want to loosen up, I just put on some Afro beats. But most of the times I listen to hip hop. Yeah. But when I want to loosen up, I put on some Afro beats, trying to learn some new moves. Most of the time, moves I have seen on the internet, moves I have seen online on social media, like TikTok and all. I try to replicate these moves. I try to learn these moves, but it doesn't really work out because I am not able to do same. So I just end up doing my own thing, and then that's it. Give up. Like just go back to whatever I'm doing. Yeah, I talk to myself in the mirror also when I'm alone. And this talking in the mirror is like some underrated shit, bro. Because for real, talking in the mirror, I don't know, it has helped me in some way, a lot of ways. Like I talk to myself in the mirror, especially the way I talk, especially the way I put up some facial expression. And even sometimes I go as far as motivating myself in the mirror. Like I tell myself, okay, you have got this tomorrow. You're going to do this work tomorrow. Now you're going to face this challenge tomorrow. You got this. You're going to deal with it. Like you cannot lose. I motivate myself in the mirror, and I feel like this is underrated, but it may sound corny, like speaking to yourself in the mirror, but maybe it sounds corny, but it's real. If you do so, I do so sometimes. It sounds corny to say, but when I speak to myself in the mirror, I do that a lot, and it works. Like I try to motivate myself. Sometimes in the mirror, I speak to myself. Like when I've got a challenge coming up, I try to tell myself, look, you got this. You got this. You can do this. I do a lot of talking in the mirror, like kind of a pep talk. I do it a lot in the mirror, and it's cool. Like for me, this is something I do when no one is watching. No, I'm not going to do it outside, of course, but I do it always when no one is watching. I just walk up to the mirror, like say I've got some challenge coming up, like say I've got some situation to deal with. And sometimes I get to the point where I learn how to undo certain things. For instance, the way I talk, I learn how to undo them, and then learn some ways, certain ways of talking, new ways of talking, like how to talk in a certain way. I do so many of these. I do at so many times in the mirror. To me, I do this and to just rebuild. Like sometimes there's no one coming for me. Sometimes there's no one who's going to talk to me like that. So I go to the mirror, and this is the time I try to tell myself, like I can do some of these things. Like whenever there's a challenge coming up, I tell myself, no, you got this. Like I can do this. Like it's not beyond me. And I do most of my pep talks in the mirror, and that is when I am alone. Now, apart from dancing, I think this is the funniest of all. And this is straight up like wild and I don't know, maybe embarrassing. Whenever I'm watching television, I talk to the characters. From movies to sports, I do so all the time. For instance, when I'm watching a movie on Netflix or anywhere, I just sometimes talk to the characters like they owe me some damn money, like they owe me some money. I talk to them like, go do this, like fucking do it, bro. Like, what the fuck is going, what the hell is going on? Like, I talk to these characters like they can hear me. And for football, that's crazy. That's wild because I go wild when it comes to football. I'm very passionate about football. So when I'm watching and they try to play, I try to direct where they should pass the ball. I try to tell the players when to hit the ball, when to shoot, when to pass, and when to, do certain things. Like I am the coach and they can hear me from there. So this is probably one of the most wildest and then embarrassing parts of the things I do when I am alone, apart from dancing, like throwing myself all over the place, talking to characters on the television when I am watching them. I talk a lot to these characters. I talk a lot from movies to football to sports. I do it. Like for movies, most of the times I do talk to characters when, for instance, when there is someone coming behind them, I try to tell them, yo, there's someone behind you. It feels real. No, I know movies are scripted, but this is me. This is what I do when I'm watching movies. Yeah. And then sometimes when they're about to do something, I'm like, no, don't do it. This is going to be the result. I know it's scripted, but I try to tell them not to do it. But I know they're going to do it anyways. But I try to tell them not to do it. And that is just me. That is what I do when I'm alone and watching movie. For sports, I do so a lot. I'm very passionate about football, so I talk to every single footballer when I am watching. So where they're going to pass, how they are going to kick the ball, how they are going to shoot. I tell them all of this. I even sometimes with the tactics their coach has given them, I even plan mine on the side, how they are going to win the game. And this just feels like these guys can hear me when I talk, but I know they're not hearing me. I'm just passionate about it. And then I do a lot of talking when I'm watching them play because I want my team to win. I want my players, I want the football players I support to play well. So I do talk to them when I am watching them play. So this is one of the things also I do when I am alone. I talk a lot to the characters in movies, characters in sports. Everything I'm watching, I talk to the characters. Like they can hear me talking to them, but in actual sense they cannot hear me. This is just part of me. This is just something I do when I am alone and watching movies or sports. Another thing I do when I am alone is I do a lot of journaling, and it's not even in a positive way. It's like dark and ugly. Like, am I trash? Like, what if the business idea flops? Am I trash for not being able to do something? Like petty shit. It's dark and ugly. And sometimes I do even think like, why does he always get the win? Why does someone always get the win? Like, why me? Like, it is raw and everything. I don't know. It just comes out like that. My journaling is almost always dark and ugly, but it helps. Like, this is one of the cheapest therapy you can have yourself. Like, you think of so many things that could go wrong. Like, you write them down, the why me moment and then fuck this moment. They help a lot. When you get to a point where you have to deal with some of these things, you don't get surprised. You don't get caught up in a surprise. You are able to deal with most of the things. So I feel like this is kind of a cheap therapy you can have. Journaling cuts back stress. It helps you to study what had happened or what has happened before and the things you fear are going to happen. Now, in situations where in the future you have to deal with such things, you don't get caught in a surprise. You are able to deal with some of these things. And I feel like this is like one of the cheapest therapy you can have. Journaling your why me moment and then fuck this moment, like why this is happening moment. When you do all this, it helps you to study back all the things that happened. It helps you to go over the things that happened before, and then you are able to deal with them, or you don't get caught up in a surprise when in the future you have to deal with similar situations or situations that varies a bit but goes same way. You can deal with them. I also daydream a lot. When I am alone, I also daydream a lot. Like future visions, wild daydreams, like a lot of it. I have a lot of daydreams and future visions when I am alone. The things I think about, like sometimes I imagine getting the bag, like new crib, traveling first class, new house, like epic wins, respect from everyone, No more 9 to 5 slavery. But still, I feel like visualization is still legit. Like most athletes use it to win. Like you see it, you feel it, right? When I am alone, I have a lot of sudden energy burst when I am alone. Like I have this sudden energy to clean up, do everything right, put things in place, like, you know, arrange everything in order, put things in place, clean this place, clear this place, like to make everything look perfect. I have this sudden energy most of the times when I am alone to do a lot of these things. Like I do a lot of them. I have this sudden energy, like to put things in place. I just put on some music, start cleaning, start to throw things around, like put things in order. I try to put things in order by blasting music and then listening to music. Like I clean, organize my clothes. It's chaotic, but it's satisfying when I am done. I see the place very clean. I see everything in order and I feel like, yo, I have achieved something today. Then I don't even try to touch certain things. I just try to avoid going to certain places in the room because I feel like it's gonna go back to become dirty again when I move there. So yeah, this happens a lot when I am alone. You probably have your own secret habits too when you are alone. Like we just gonna put it here and then say peace out.